going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Public Property. I am your host, Monroe Martin, and like always, I am joined by my best friend, artist extraordinaire, Darryl F5 Davis, baby.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yo, so we got a couple of things we were talking about off the podcast, and I want to bring them on the podcast. So first, we were talking about intermittent fasting. I'm intermittent fasting. I feel like that I'm doing 11 to 7. So I can eat anything, not anything, because I'm trying to like at least like not eat that bad. But from 11 to 7, usually I'm eating like veggies, probably chicken and fish, and then at 7, I'm done. And that allows me to start digesting and stuff. And I'll drink like green tea and stuff after that for energy. But I'm trying to go to bed with nothing on my stomach. And then I work out in the morning around, I'm going to say like 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish. And then by the time I'm done, I start eating again. So I think that's like the perfect window. Did you ever intermittent fast?
I did actually. I did it when I got too big, right? So you know me since I was like super skinny or whatever.
You've never been big, so I want to know what the fuck were you talking about?
For my frame, I was about like 190 pounds. And I was a comfortable 170 at one point, maybe 165, right? So I intermittent fast to get down to at least the 170s again.
Yeah.
You're right.
Wait, you said your heaviest was 180?
190.
Something? 190.
I was pushing 200, bro. Exactly.
I don't know what that looked like.
My cheeks was like.
Bro, you got a beard, so the
rounded-
beard
I do
probably was
now.
covering it. Yeah.
No, I do now. Remember, I either didn't have a beard or I had like a really close like shadow.
Yeah.
At one point, like this is kind of new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
so how'd you like it? The intermittent fasting.
It was hard in the beginning, but like the first 2 days was difficult. But then you know, what I mean, it becomes like routine for you.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is I really never ate breakfast like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was always easy for me. But it was just stopping at eating at a certain time.
Yeah.
That was like
the
hardest
part. I think breakfast is overrated. So I was like watching this video on when breakfast really came about, right? So breakfast really means break fast. Because when you're sleeping, you're fasting. You're not eating. And usually if you sleep for 8 hours, then you're not eating for the 8 hours. And then when you wake up, the first meal of the day is you breaking that fast, right? But what we eat as a breakfast, like bacon and eggs and all that stuff, that was all lobbyists. That was all lobbyists for farmers and stuff like that. That was them. That was like advertising and stuff. You know what lobbying is, right? Those are people who protest or like not protest, but they go to bat for other companies, like smaller companies and stuff like that, to try to get them. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah. So like the whole bacon and eggs and stuff, that wasn't something that people naturally did. That was something that was sold to us via propaganda. Via to be like, yo, we got to sell more pork. We got to sell more eggs. We got to sell more of these products and stuff like that.
Right.
So the whole breakfast thing, I feel like you can eat whatever you want for breakfast. Like whatever, you know?
Yeah. It's not. It's just them pushing that, like, these certain foods you eat in the morning. Yeah. These you eat certain foods. But you can eat, if you want pizza at 8 o'clock in the morning, you can have fucking pizza.
On some real shit, what's the difference? Yeah. I'm being honest. What's the difference between pizza and eating? If you eat a slice of pizza and then versus eating like some breaded shit like a bagel with some eggs and some cheese on the side. I want some cheese on it. It's the same ingredients as the pizza.
Same shit.
The same shit.
In my opinion.
In my opinion too. I think we're both agreeing with each other on this. I think you can eat whatever you want. I'm just trying to be more conscious of what I start my day off with. Like the first thing I eat is usually a shake. Like I'll wake up, I got like some green mix. It's not protein or anything. It's just like a super green mix because I feel like I don't eat enough veggies. So I do that first thing in the morning. I'll do like these frozen fruits, some green mix in it, with some water, and then I'll like blend it up. I may put like a little Metamucil tab in it, like a little Metamucil packet, because if I don't, dog, my whole stomach would be like, rah, like I don't know.
Yeah,
absolutely. I don't know what it is. I have to take that for the rest of my life. I have to take like Metamucil and all of those little like probiotic things for the rest of my life, because that like I have like GI issues and shit. Like I think maybe I want to say irritable bowel syndrome.
That's very possible.
Yeah,
that's very possible.
Yeah, my grandmother got that, so my mom got that, so I'm pretty sure I got it.
Are you taking pre and probiotics?
I take all of it at this point.
Okay.
I get my probiotics from Trader Joe's. I don't know what a prebiotic is, but I'm pretty sure I'm fucking around with that too. I think that's what like.
It's probably one of your vitamins. It's probably
yeah.
Don't ask me. I just know it's good to take both pre and pro.
Yeah, I'm taking all of it, man. Good health.
Good for like
gut health.
Absolutely. Dude. Gut health is major. Like some people don't understand. Like people think like, oh, your breath stink because of your teeth. No, nigga, because of your gut health. Yeah. Like your gut health got your breath smelling like bacalao.
Bacalao.
You know? Bacalao. Doodle.
Remember how farty I was when we were younger? Remember? Yes, dude, I would blow shit up.
Yo, I remember that one
and we thought it was just normal.
That one time we went to that club. Remember that little party we went to? And it was like me, you, and your friend at the time, Stephanie.
Yes.
And you let one out in the room.
I let a little silent joint. I thought I was slick
like,
with it.
Nigga. No, that was wild. I was like, yo, Jesus Christ, my nigga.
No, Michelle kicked me out the room one time. This is back in the old apartment. I found out I got like an allergy, not an allergy, but something with peppers. Like green peppers, red peppers, all of that shit do not sit well with me. I'll eat a pepper and it'll just get my stomach churning and my stomach would get bloated. And dog, I was lighting it up in my sleep. And she was just like, yo, this is terrible. You gotta go. It was like
that's crazy. That's your hey little mama, let me whisper to your nose. Yeah, good. Like bam. So red sauce does it to me. That's crazy, right? So
tomatoes or just red sauce in general?
Red sauce. Anything that's red will do it to me, right? So I realized that not only does anything red like make me gassy, it also triggers my ADHD.
What?
Correct. So like
I
identified that as I got older. I was like, because I be chill, but then when I have like, spaghetti's like one of my favorite dishes. But when I eat spaghetti, that red sauce, my brain just be like, boom, do dumb shit. And I'm like,
wow.
Right? Yeah. Anything red, like red sodas or like red juice, red candy, tomato sauce, all that shit like triggers.
Yo, maybe you gotta investigate the certain what do those things have in common? Is there red dye in red sauce?
Maybe. Well, we know it's red dye in like the sodas and red dyes in the can. Yeah. We know that for sure. But in tomato sauce, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
So you can't even eat Swedish fish or nothing. You used to like those.
Do you think I must stop eating red?
Oh, okay. No. All right. I thought you stopped.
I don't do it as much now that I identify like kind of what triggers me. Like if I need to focus that day or I got some shit, I'm not touching anything red. But if I'm on a chill day and I just be like, yo, I want some pasta, I'm going to go get it.
What's your go-to pasta? What you do? Like you do spaghetti noodles or you do like angel hair pasta? I fuck with angel hair pasta.
I like what is it called? What's rigatoni? What's the little?
Yeah, I think it's rigatoni or whatever. Like rizzoni or something like that.
That with like red sauce and like meat sauce and meatballs. Like Angus meatballs.
Yeah. Do you bake it or do you make the meat sauce on the side and then like scoop it onto the like there's a difference. Some people like the sauce mixed in. Some people bake it with the cheese on top. Go ahead.
So we do we noodle and then sauce on the top.
Okay, all right.
So and I know some people Right. Some people mix it all together, which ain't a big deal.
Yeah.
But I prefer to have a portion control of, let me put what the hell I want on my shit. Kind of thing. And sometimes, dog, I put, I don't know if you do this, but I love putting crushed red peppers in my spaghetti sauce.
I do, but I cut back just because I know if one of those red peppers hit the stomach right in the right way.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
nigga,
I do very little.
Do you deal with trap gas more? Or yours is cool?
Gas?
It comes straight. So pretty much you can feel like that pain inside your stomach because you got to let one out, but you can't. When
it varies.
Red sauce? Okay.
I would say it varies. I would say now that I have been like constantly taking probiotics and stuff like that, it's been a lot better. Before, it'd get trapped. Then I can't do nothing for some days. Like
Dog, that shit goes to your head. Like you can feel it here, but like it makes everything foggy up here.
Yeah, you just be mad for the rest of the day.
Like, oh, bitch, I can't think. You over here trying to pop a gas X to help you and shit?
Yes. Yo,
no
one told us about. Actually, I can't even say no one told us about this when we get older, when we were younger, because they did. They just didn't lay it out like this. Like I remember being younger, and like some of my foster moms, they were like, "You probably gassy. You probably got to poop, right?" Like anytime I would be mad or something and just angry for no reason, they'd be like, "You probably got a shit," and they're right. Usually, if you're mad, it's your gut.
And sometimes when you have like a bad headache, you got to take a shit. Your body's like, yo, you constipated, my boy. Go sit down.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
how much water do you drink? Do you drink water all the time?
Shitload. I don't know. It's a lot. I don't know. Like I stay with water. Like everywhere. Yeah. Like I'm a water dude. But if more so now, I've been focused on my calorie. Like not my calories. I'm sorry, my cholesterol.
Okay.
So I've been trying to like lower that. I was like slightly high my last.
What do you do for your cholesterol?
What
do you take? What do you eat?
Like fish oil.
Okay.
Pills. Definitely that helps with the heart, but also that shots of beet juice or which I hate. Beet juice is just fucking disgusting, bro. It's horrible.
Beets are so good though.
I know.
What? You don't fuck with beets?
I hate it.
Oh, I hate it.
Apple cider vinegar with the mother inside of it. I do.
You like the apple cider vinegar over beets?
I'll shot that any day over the beets.
Wow.
Over any day over the beets. But I do it though. So sometimes I struggle with the actual beets that I like. I buy like the goalie beets.
Okay.
Like the gummies.
The prepackaged. Oh, okay.
The gummy, and I just pop those or whatever. So yeah, that's what I try to do. But that's what I've been trying to do.
I think you should stay with the natural though.
It is natural. What's wrong with it? It's just in a gummy form. What's wrong with that?
If it's in a gummy form, it ain't natural.
Don't fucking ruin me, nigga. Stop. Stop. Let me think
because
it is.
Gummies are gelatin.
So what?
Gummies are gelatin, and they gotta put a chemical in it to make it gelify like that.
Why do you always
look? I'm not trying to ruin it because I'm getting to that point. Look, I'm getting to that point too, where I'm like, yo, all right. Like eventually, I'll have to stop taking the green powder stuff because they got to put something in it to. It's not just like they're dehydrating string beans and veggies and then blending it up. It's like, no, they're putting shit in it to preserve it and to make it last longer. So I'm like, eventually I got to wean myself off of that and just eat more veggies. I'm gearing up towards that though.
I'm a veggie boy though. You knew me that since a kid. I love veggies because I don't eat a lot of meats. You know what I mean? So
what's your favorite?
I don't. Pause. Okay. Do I gotta say that? I'm like almost 40.
No, you don't gotta say it, but it's funny though. I'm almost 40. You're gonna say pause no more. I'll eat a lot of meats.
I'll eat a lot of meats, nigga. I'm very selective on my meats. You know what I mean? That's like, yo, that's segue real quick, bro. We'll get back there, but segue real quick, yo. That's like, I hate the fact that I can't eat a hot dog in public anymore. That shit is wrong.
Eat that hot dog. No, remember when we went to Philly? I said when we went to Philly. Remember when me and Matt was in Philly for the photo shoot? And then we went to that goddamn Wawa, and those guys did not want to serve Matt and me a hot dog. They paused.
None of us. We was going to get it.
They was we got it, but they were like, what? You want
He
what?
was a glizzy? You want a
A
glizzy?
glizzy.
Glizzy.
He called the dude from the back. He was like,
Back,
yo,
right. He said, hey, yo.
these niggas asked for a glizzy, yo.
I was so downtown Wawa, yo. Which Wawa was we at, bro? They did
It was
that
downtown.
to us. Right. Matt, like, yeah,
It had to be on Chestnut Street. I think it was on Chestnut
right.
Street.
And Matt was like, yeah, I want a hot dog. I want a hot dog. And they're like, yeah, he was like, yeah, no, so I just want us to cook glizzies.
Yeah.
Like we really, he straight was like, we don't really want to do that to y'all. We was like, nah, we want the hot dog. And they was like, oh, y'all some glizzy globulous. Like you can't even have a hot dog in public. Like I heard though, as a man, that sucks, yo. It's like the evolve of shit that men can't do. Is like the list is getting way too long for us, bro. The fact that
who's creating these rules?
I don't fucking know. All I know is when you eat a banana for a guy, we can't just like bite into the banana no more. We gotta break the top and shake it. I mean,
I'm eating a banana.
I'm eating a banana.
Like, I eat the banana.
Why is everything got to be so homophobic, yo? I don't get it. Yo. I don't get it.
Either. Who is creating these man rules?
No, I don't fucking know. It gotta be a bunch of like alpha males. Fucking create this
like
shit,
you put it in quotes.
Alpha males.
Alpha males.
I hate them niggas.
God. Nah,
them
I'm
niggas
gonna eat whatever I want, dog.
Exactly, dog. Alpha niggas irk my fucking soul, yo. They just irk my soul. They straight always on some dumb shit, yo. They think that they control the fucking world and what men should be. I'd be like, y'all, most of these alpha males are just fucking abusers. I don't get it, bro.
I don't even think it's real. Go ahead.
I feel like when a nigga be like, I'm an alpha male, I was like, so you just beat bitches. Like that's that's all I hear. I hear you just mentally and physically beat fucking women. That's what you do. Because I have never seen
I think they give the name alpha bad. I think what people think is alpha isn't really alpha. I don't think being overly aggressive and asserting your dominance on anybody is alpha male. Because you could be doing that because you're scared. I think alpha just mean, you know what I mean? I think alpha is just like somebody who takes control of their lives and lead by an example, right? That's what I assume.
But exactly, but it's not having the sense of power or sometimes not the sense of control. Alphas are supposed to lead but teach at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel a lot of men, and it's a significant amount of men take alpha as like a total different fucking thing, dog. Yeah. Like I remember I sit in barbershops with niggas, who have these conversations. I know dudes from the block with this alpha male like energy. Yeah. And I see how they talk to their woman, or I see how they tell them like they pretty much don't take suggestions from them. None of that shit. It's just like it's my way or no way, or you can get replaced. Type shit. And then they know which women to prey on.
Yeah.
Right? It's always the ones that's like really weak and timid. They just be like, well, I think we should have burgers.
And they're like, no, bitch.
Bitch. No. It's just like, God damn, bro, get her a burger. What's wrong with you? Yeah. But yeah, I can't do the alpha man. So back to the meats, pause, that I don't eat. I'm not a turkey guy.
Back to the meats. We have the meat.
For sandwiches.
Go ahead, though. You don't fuck with turkey?
I don't fuck with turkey. That's why when y'all come up here, like, I know when y'all get here, I will have turkey bacon here because I know you guys like turkey bacon and shit like that. And y'all push Shar, the brand that you had, Shar started eating that turkey bacon because she was like, oh, this is good. I don't fuck with turkey bacon.
Yeah. I don't fuck with turkey bacon. You can make whatever you want. I'm telling you, just cook whatever you want. We'll eat whatever you want.
Nah, you know us. We get real. We busy here.
But I'm telling you, make whatever you want. Do not cater to our diets. Just make whatever you want. We'll eat whatever.
I'm gonna make whatever I want.
No, but I know. I'm saying no. Don't. Just make whatever you want.
You don't get to tell me what to do in my house, nigga. All right, alpha male shit.
All right, don't hit me. Don't hit me.
No, so I don't do turkeys, right? And you know, I'm not a pork guy. You know what I mean?
You never had chicharron?
No, anytime I had pork was either like pork bacon or like a pork like sausage patty or something. Like that's the only pork and pepperoni.
Do y'all have a Colombian population in Delaware?
We have a high. No, we do. I think we have a high Spanish population here.
No,
Colombian.
not
No, I'm
Spanish. Colombian.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm breaking it down. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
I know we have a high Spanish population.
Mm-hmm.
Colombian, I'm not really sure because I know I see a lot of Puerto Ricans and Mexicans here, and I don't like to guess somebody's Colombian or Dominican.
I mean, but you can
like
kind of tell the difference though. Mexicans are very like indigenous. They look very Indian. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, all right. So then, honestly, I don't know in Delaware.
Yeah.
Like in Philly, we cool. We got them in Philly.
Yeah.
But in Delaware, I don't know.
All right, so we may have to, when we come to Delaware, we may have to just bring you a chicharron, so you you gotta eat it. It's
not eating it.
I'm telling you though, I'm trying to cut back. I'm like cutting back. I think I only had it like once this week. Usually I have it like 3 times a week, but yo, it's the perfect amount of pork meat and fat. Oh my God, it's like super bacon, nigga. Like I don't know any other way to explain it. It's like you know how you get the bacon. You know how you get like bacon with like the little fat pockets with the pork bacon. Really, if it's done right, it's delicious. Then they ain't crisping up they're not crisping up the little fat for you right then.
I'm good.
Dude, well, we gonna bring it, and we just gonna leave it there, and you're gonna be like, and I'll watch it, and I watch you, and I bet you gonna get a piece like, fuck, all right.
Not Shark gonna tear it up. You know she Puerto Rican.
It's delicious.
So she got it. Nope.
Yo.
So I don't do a lot of that.
No pork, no turkey.
I'm a beef guy, unfortunately, but I gotta watch that for the heart. And I just started doing like grilled chicken. Remember, I ain't do chicken at all. Really much, but now I start doing grilled chicken, things like that. And I don't do seafood.
I know that always disturbed me.
But I'm going to try to get in. I'm gonna try to push my way back into the game. I'm probably gonna start with probably salmon.
Nah, you should start with a whitefish.
First of all,
I'm just saying because you're not gonna let salmon. Salmon like gonna be a little too
fish racings, like fish racing.
No, a whitefish is like
racism.
It's like bass, whiting. I think those are like the comfort level fishes. Those are like fish fry fishes.
But salmon smells so good that I might gotta like. And Sharby cooking the shit out some salmon.
Yeah, I fuck with salmon. What about you? Didn't eat none of the salmon steaks we bought that time when we threw them on the grill. You missed out.
Speaking of, them up. Yeah, I got a new grill coming.
Yeah. Oh, but you get is it?
I got a grill.
Is it gas, propane?
Propane, but it's a griddle. It's propane, but it's a griddle.
Okay. What you mean? Like a griddle, like a McDonald's?
It's a flat top surface joint.
Does it also have a grill part with like the lines? You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, does that still count as a grill though?
It's a grill dough. It's within the fucking name.
No, that's to the griddle. Griddle is GRIDDLE. A grill.
This time, nigga. Stop your bitching. There will be food.
I'm like, wait, that's not the same. But no, so we gonna eat whatever.
A little swag on it. But no, my other one went. So I might try to get a smoker next. Yeah, my other one went. Finally went. So I might buy a smoker. We'll see. You know, I'm trying to learn how to smoke. I'm trying to be like a barbecue god. You know what I mean?
Yo, a smoker, like smoked chicken, smoked. If you do smoked salmon, or like a smoked bronzino.
I don't know what the fuck a bronzino is, but okay.
That's a whitefish. That's good though.
Did that like?
That's the only way I know how to. I only know how to say
Benzino.
Bronzino.
That's all I see, yo. Like I see like Benzino's head on a fish, like swollen as shit.
Yeah,
swollen as shit, yo. But yeah, man, I'm more of a beef guy. Unfortunately, I love me a bomb ass fillet, like a bomb ass steak and shit like that.
What made you get to that point? Like, because your mom and your brother and your dad, they eat everything. So what made you not fuck with any of those, fuck with turkey and none of those things?
Well, when God sent me here, I was already different.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
So just like But they were feeding it. I assume that your mom was, because your mom can burn. So I assume, like, here's my thing. I don't know. I feel like
you say
if
my
your
mom
parents
can burn,
can't,
what you
mean?
mean?
She can cook. That's like
okay,
hood
cool.
for cooking.
All
Yeah,
right.
she can burn. She can cook.
That's New York
Now,
words. You don't say that shit in Philly.
So when I think of people who don't like certain foods, I'm like, oh, maybe your mom couldn't cook that right. Or maybe that's why you didn't like it, because it wasn't prepared right. But I don't think there's a single meal or a single thing that your mom can't cook right. So for you to, I know your mom can probably destroy a salmon dish or a seafood dish or kill a turkey dish. So
Probably.
when did you fight back? When were you like, nah, I'm not eating this shit, Mom?
I don't have an age. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta remember. Only thing I remember is when I became conscious, and that's that.
Damn.
I just said. Do you remember when you became conscious as a kid?
I think I became conscious. I think it was at like 4 or 5.
Okay,
I'm probably saying 5. I think it was like the later years. I don't know. It was, yeah.
I don't know what happened. Like, all I know is I vividly remember just waking up in the back room, and then like life started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
and what
crazy.
was life like when you started?
I had a weird ass brother.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get to learn that nigga. That nigga. Mike different, yo. I love my brother, but he's just different. And it was, I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It's just weird how you subconsciously know where everything is in the home.
Yeah.
But you don't remember anything before your consciousness. But you subconsciously.
Yeah, that is true.
That's why I always feel like, yo, we really are recycled.
Absolutely.
Like recycled.
Absolutely. Recycled energy. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
When them Scientologists be like, your body is just a vessel, I'll be like, I can see that. That makes sense. Like us being recycled energy is probably the only explanation for wisdom. You know what I mean? Like wisdom is like information that you just have. Like, it's not anything you've learned. It's just like you have this thing that I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm trying to see how you do it. Like, you ever just know something and you're like, yo, I've never experienced this in my life. I don't know anyone who went through this, but for some reason I have this information about it. Like, I know what to do and what not to do and how to move through this thing. I think that's wisdom, and I think that comes from past lives.
Absolutely. That's why I like that deja vu shit real. I remember like feeling shit. Like, yo, I've been here before. My mom like, no, you never been over here before. I'm like, yeah, but right here is a da-da-da-da and da-da-da. And it's like right there. She's like, well, I never took you around here because I feel like, yo, I kind of want to know what I do in my past life. You know what I mean? You know, I want to know. Like, I want to see a past life person, like someone who reads those things. Like, I want to know. I want to know what I did. I wonder if I was like a dope ass artist or some shit like that, or was I just a stripper who died on like OD'd on some shit? Like, you imagine hearing some shit like that, yo? You're like, oh, your past life. I'm like, yo, was I a doctor? Was I a lawyer? It was like, nah, nigga, you was a stripper and you OD'd on cocaine. You might want to stay away from drugs this time, my boy. That's so scary, yo. I wouldn't know how to feel about that. Like, damn, I was a druggie, nigga. No. Can you imagine?
But
like,
now that's why you don't fuck with drugs.
Right.
Because there's some wisdom in you that was like, nah, I can't go down that road again. That is funny.
That would be fucking like, if my past life person told me that shit, yo, I'd be like, God damn.
Yeah.
God damn, I was a druggie. Cocaine though? Shit.
Cocaine.
Yo,
that is an interesting concept of a short film. Just like a machine or something that gives you a look back on your past life. And and most people do it to like correct shit that they're doing in the future and stuff, or things that they're doing with their present life.
But what's the twist though? Because it can't be perfect. It can't be perfect.
No, it can't be. I don't know. I don't know the twist, but I think you got a good seed right there. That's a good jumping off point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put it down. We should write it.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's write it. Let's do it together, bro.
That's your idea. You gotta write it.
Nick, you kind of gave the idea.
No, you said it.
Idea.
I'm like, it's your idea.
You know, but will we make it a comedy? Like a comedy, or will we make it like
I think it'll definitely. I think it'll
it could be a
both.
dope thriller though.
I think he could live like
or what
like
if?
What if or go ahead. Sorry.
But what if like one of the people are going there looking at their past life, and then like it goes to like a version of them, and they're like, "Stop looking at it, stop that," and then like they get dragged out. It's like, "Huh," and it's somebody pulls them off, like, okay, your session's done," and like they constantly like plays that image, and it's like, "What's happening? What's this?" And like that deja vu system starts happening, or whatever, and he can remember the scene of her or him, whoever he was in that past. Saying, "Stop looking at the video," and they snatch him up, and it like the building's there, of where it was, just like more modernized, and he walks in, right, or like he gets a job there, right, and then he goes downstairs and like something dropped, but he sees like a brick moved, and then like he sees another brick, and it's the old stuff, but it's like a path down there, right, where like. It starts to make sense.
I'm listening.
Like you see what I'm saying? Like I gotta build it up, but it's interesting. Like I don't
it's interesting.
Like exact. I don't know, yo. And then like it's like a secret room down there. We'll figure out what the fuck is in the room. I don't know, but it sounds interesting. I like it. It is
interesting. I'm telling you, it's your idea. I say run with it.
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know. That's good.
I mean, somebody probably going to take it from listening.
Probably
to this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're like, well, if you ain't going to do nothing with it.
That's cool. What's the date on this? April 14th?
April 14th. And this episode comes out April, let's say we'll drop it tomorrow. So April 15th.
So niggas you steal my shit, I'm whooping that ass. Simple. I'm whooping that ass. That's it.
No. Speaking of ass whooping, go ahead.
No, speaking of ass whoopings.
You listen to that? Are you following the rap beefs?
J. Cole apologized one more time.
He apologized again?
No, it's disappointing to see this dude apologize at all. I feel like, and I kind of see where he was going with it, but at the same time, nigga, this is rap. Yeah. Rap is a competitive sport, and it's to, it's like, at this age and at their level, it's just iron sharpening iron. You know what I mean? That's it. They're just sparring. There's really no beef. Now, what I will say is I felt like J. Cole went out on a limb on this because most of the diss that Kendrick dropped was directed to Drake. Absolutely. It wasn't really directed to Cole. So I'm kind of figuring out what made you.
I think that's what he apologized for. I think when I saw the apology, I think he was like, I let the internet get into my process. Like people were texting him and stuff like, yo, you heard what he said about you, this, that, and the third. And then he just jumped at it versus being like, oh, okay, he's not really coming at me. He's coming at this dude.
Listen.
I think that's what he was apologizing for just
a dead man can't hear your apologies. Okay. A dead man can't hear your apologies. Dead. I'm just saying. It's out there. You jumped in. Fuck you apologizing for now. You did it.
Do you think he apologized to save face because it wasn't that strong of a diss track?
That diss track, that nigga was doing math on that track. Nigga, that anybody who can calculate some shit like that, that was a pretty significant diss
But
track.
It was not true. When did Kendrick have a whack album?
Hold on, what's the name of it? The green joint. What's the green one?
The green one.
He had like a green.
The Untitled John.
Untitled was trash. I don't care. I didn't like it.
But that's not even an album. Untitled is just.
That's my weakest Kendrick. But when you talk about album wise, his best album was Good Kid, Mad City. Right. That's a classic. Underneath that, in my opinion, I love To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
I really like that. And then
that's the joint with That night I didn't love you.
Right.
Yeah, that's my shit.
So, and I like that album. Honestly, Damn was really good, but I kind of I like the fact that the Pimp a Butterfly was like, I like how it was structured. That jazz rap type style was amazing to me. Damn is cool, but then it comes, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
And then you don't like that?
It was good. It's just not Good Kid, Mad City. But honorable mention.
Yeah.
That I honestly feel can spar with Good Kid, Mad City with Section 80.
But that's not an album. But I love Section 80.
Section 80 is great though.
It's a mixtape. Yeah.
It's a mixtape. But either way, and if he's talking about sleeper projects, his sleeper project that might have been a little bit boring, probably would have been Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Why was that boring?
Most people think it was. My opinion, I thought that was an influential album. It was like therapy for men. Like that nigga was saying some shit to us. He was like, "Get your shit together. Get your daddy issues together. It's not just women with mommy issues, nigga. It's daddy issue niggas for dudes."
Yeah. And mommy issues, because
mommy issues.
Your
Right.
dad can't teach you everything.
Circle the block. Right.
Yeah.
But I, in my opinion, if he's talking about that one album that Sleep, I'm thinking he's pointing that out. He could be talking to Pimp a Butterfly, but I felt like he was talking about that project.
Yeah. I like
either way
every single Kendrick album differently. When I seen that he wasn't going for commercial, I respected that. Because I'm like, oh, okay, I think that's what people don't like, right? Like, people don't like that there's nothing to dance to. There's nothing to sing along to. Like there's this need for commercialization, right? Like, are people memorizing your lyrics and can they cling to it? Are they doing all that shit? And I listen to most of music when I'm en route to places, right? Like, I got my headphones on when I'm on the train, or I'm listening to shit while I'm in the car. And I think he makes good music for when you're just sitting by yourself and you need to process some shit and you want to be able to sing along, but you don't necessarily want to dance and shit. And I like his albums for that reason.
Fair.
And the more he progresses in this genre or in rap or whatever, the less commercialization he had. Like, the Big Steppers had no commercial singles. They forced that, John, that what's that shit? That it's like repetitive. Shit, hold on.
On that album?
Yeah, on Big Steppers. On the John was like
not to push these niggas off me like
yeah, push these niggas off me like yeah. I think they forced that. That wasn't. I think they forced it. I think the internet and TikTok were really trying to like make that one the single, but I didn't see it as a single.
If I was a rep for Kendrick, I would have picked. Was it Father Figure? Early morning, wake up. I felt like that joint was.
I liked "I'm Not Your Savior."
Record.
I think "I Am Not Your Savior" was like a good bop. That's a good commercial record, but I am not your savior. When I am not your savior, and then that shit went in.
That's a good one. Or "Count Me Out." I mean, if you're looking for just songs that could have went on the radio.
I love when you count me out.
Right.
Count Me Out. Yeah, I'll put "Count Me Out."
Count Me
but
Out's
do
good.
radio still matter in the age of streaming?
I don't get how the radio is still surviving. Like, I don't get it. Yeah. Like, for the amount of money people got to put on, like, to put out to get their songs on the radio, is it worth it? When you can honestly sit at home behind your computer, use the streaming platforms, and just do like social media marketing yourself and drive the people there. I don't know anybody who listens to the radio anymore, right? Because the radio is honestly, they get paid to play. That's why a lot of shitty records are out there. You know, it's all, this whole music game is pay to play.
Yeah.
Right? It's no more handing out your CDs out the back of a trunk. Niggas is throwing out who got fucking CDs anyway. Like, you gotta have a record that you believe in. And honestly, niggas is doing shit off a single. You know what I mean? People are dropping EPs over LPs. You know the difference between EPs and LPs, right? So, and for the people who don't, EPs are short projects. LPs are actual like albums.
Yeah.
So most EPs are like 4 records, sometimes 5, but it's all within anything that I believe is anything under 15 minutes might be considered an EP. Anything over 15 minutes is an album, and anything over 15 minutes is considered, you can be Grammy nominated. So the little fun
Why
fact
do those
there.
things still matter? That's the thing that bugs me.
Who does it matter to?
Yeah, it matters to the general public too. Like, the general public still cares. The general public really only listens to shit that other people tell them to listen to. So if it wins an award, then more people will listen to it because they're, I don't want to be disrespectful, but like they're sheep, but most people are going to be like, oh, this has to be good because it's critically acclaimed. So they'll give it a shot, then they feel like they have to form an opinion on it.
Oh, that's the world in general, right? The world is based on opinions, regardless. Everybody has something to say. Like, what did we like always tell each other? You know, there's more critics than doers, right?
Absolutely.
There's more critics than doers. And if you look at social media, about a good 85% of them are critics. You know what I mean? The rest are actually
I think even more than that.
Yeah, even more. Nowadays, it's even more. But it's everybody judges something. But this is for anybody who wants to do anything in the world, right? Anything. There's an avenue for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no such thing as no one not having an avenue. There's an avenue for rappers. You have your 20s, your 15 and up to 25, you have your avenue. Your 30s and 40s, you have your 50s and up, you have your avenue. Like, there's no limitations on creation. There's no age on your dreams at this part of our lives. There's no there's nothing you can't do, because there's a group of people, if not more than a group of people, looking for your shit.
Yeah,
they're just waiting for you to be a little bit more creative with getting it out there.
Yeah. Can I say what I think that why people think Kendrick fell off? And not fell off.
Who thinks Kendrick fell off?
I hear a lot of people will be like,
lying.
Kendrick ain't the same. Like, a lot of people say what you said. Good Kid, Mad City, and The Pimp a Butterfly are classics, but they're classics because the main thing he's talking about things that appeal to the broader spectrum, which is growing up in the hood, dealing with violence, being a part of violence, and he's doing it sonically. And these last 2 albums really weren't that. Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City
wasn't like that. To Pimp a Butterfly was definitely more like for the culture, as in talking about like political shit and things we should get better as blacks and shit. That wasn't really a violent record at all.
No, not saying violent. I'm not saying perpetuating the violence.
Or
I'm saying like
what people want to hear.
Exactly.
That's not the album.
And Big Steppers really didn't play into any of that. Big Steppers was like all about self-healing.
And which made that project to me amazing.
But a lot of people don't want to hear that shit.
Because they still need to fucking heal.
Yeah.
You what did Jay-Z say? Sometimes you put shit out there, and it won't resonate with someone until later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But look, as an artist, you write how you feel. I don't think there's one hip hop album that speaks to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Nothing. Yeah. That album sits alone.
Yeah.
No one has taken that.
I think all his albums sit alone.
I feel like Good Kid, Mad City would sit probably with Cold World. The one with turn off lights. No, everything's gonna be all right. Or
I don't think
Or what was it? One of Trey songs.
Which one?
When and I say that like they're two different albums, but like it's there. Not I would probably put Kendrick's album above his, but they're in the room. They're in the room. To Pimp a Butterfly will probably sit with like fucking Food and Liquor, or like you know, or the Cool. No, it would sit with the Cool from Lupe Fiasco.
Yo,
right?
Cool.
Cool,
That.
yo,
The Cool is
Lupe,
probably
come
one
on the
of
show,
the
Lupe.
greatest albums ever.
I need Lupe
Food
on the
and
show.
Liquor and The Cool are probably one of the greatest. I'm not even going to say the greatest album that Lupe's ever done. I'm just saying in general. It's probably one of the greatest albums.
What's your favorite song on The Cool?
On The Cool, I still like
if that's probably we probably thinking the same one.
I like fuck man, you got me.
Is it Go? I love my Go to my Go chain to my pledge card to my.
I like that one, and then I like the joint where he what's the joint where he goes backs
go gadget flow. Is it that one?
No, the one where he's like I know
oh yeah.
Want from me what you want from me. Yeah, I love that album.
Yo, I'm gonna listen to that.
You wanted all the and then more, but you don't even bother. Like brother without the R, he's starting to bother. Just you for thought that he's starting to starve it. Yo, that's my shit.
Lupe is fucking goated. Lupe, I need him on the show. But that's what I'm saying. Like it sits there. But like when you talk Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper, that nigga.
I don't think positivity sells. That's what I'm saying. I think
the
more because Kendrick even admitted, like, yo, he was in depression and all that stuff as he's creating these albums because you're reliving you're reliving your situations, the things you're talking about, you know, and I feel like this was like probably the most positive album. Not positive in the sense of like it's happy rap, but positive in like, yo, I'm really working on healing and writing my wrongs and shit, and I don't think that shit sells.
Opinion? I feel like positive raps for blacks don't sell. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion.
No, absolutely. I don't think positive music I'm not saying that positive music don't sell because pop exists, right? And you listen to any of these poppy songs, they're all about feeling good and moving on with your life and partying and shit. But rap itself has been pigeonholed into this like lane of where you gotta but white people are the main consumers. Like how many you go?
But listen, they don't listen to positive black rap. They'll listen to positive white rappers like Macklemore or like fucking
you think of Macklemore
Asher
as
Roth, or fucking Little Dicky, or like some shit that don't deal with, you know, they'll listen to them but when they come to us for rap, they want to hear, they want to feel like they in the trenches. That's the thing. They want to feel like they on a block with a fucking burner on them selling drugs and shit from their car. Right? It's like rap for blacks, and when white people listen, it's like National Geographics. Like listening to an audiobook of National Geographic. That's all it is. Like, so it's nigga, not nigger. You gotta not have the ER. Oh, so the blicky is a gun. Yes, I got the blicky on me. You know, it's weird. It's fucking weird when you look at that shit. It's like fuck. It's just
National. You ever heard
Geographic.
Vince Staples say Vince Staples interview? He did an interview and that shit resonated.
Which
so
one
much.
on?
I don't even know if you can find it on the internet, but he was like
he did a lot of interviews.
He was like black people's biggest export is trauma, and I was like, that's kind of true. You know,
he be saying shit.
He be saying
funny.
Shit.
He funny as shit to me, but he be saying shit, and it's how he say it.
Shit, I'm like
what?
Oh wow,
protect that man at all costs, because he be saying some shit that be like, nigga, they gonna kill you. You gotta shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
did you watch the Vince Staples show?
Did I? I loved it.
That was a great show.
I love it. It was like the West Coast Atlanta. You know, I loved it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Like, I mean, it wasn't Atlanta, but it was shot with the vision of Atlanta. When I say not the storyline, but like how it was shot.
No.
Like the random scenes. Like, think about the scene where they was robbing the bank.
Mm-hmm.
That gave me the vision of when Boy was performing at that college, and then the just stole the shit out the girl. It just reminded me like how random something could happen at that moment, and it did. It gave me like the sense of like Atlanta, just a little bit.
I get you. I get it. Atlanta.
Right, he made it different. It was definitely different, but I can see in his mind he just wanted it shot kind of like it.
Yeah, Atlanta was like a world that it like. You ever watch Portlandia or Twin Peaks?
No, I haven't watched those. When they come on, I can watch it.
No, they both are done. They're both shows that are canceled, so you probably just gotta watch them in like on YouTube or.
Yeah.
Or,
they don't have you can't like on demand or something. They did them that dirty.
I think. Well, it's not that it's dirty. I think when shows run its course, it's probably sometimes it can be from a myriad of things, right? It can be poor ratings, or it can just be the person who created it didn't see the vision going beyond a couple of seasons. Twin Peaks is a show from the 90s. Where everyone just lives in this bizarre town, and it's like Twin Peaks is more. It's not a comedy. Twin Peaks is more like X-Files before X-Files, right? So it's just like a town where like weird shit happens and stuff, right? And I feel like that's what Atlanta was supposed to be. Like Atlanta was like, yo, I imagine Atlanta as this whimsical place. We all know Atlanta for rap and the Black Central Hub for entertainment, but it's more than that. And Portlandia is just this show where there's characters within characters within characters, right? So, like for example, remember the black guy who identified as a white guy? Remember they would show little commercials and shit, like for some reason they'll just be like, you don't remember in Atlanta where there was the chubby black dude, and he identified as the white guy?
Yes.
That's some shit that'll be on like Portlandia as well, where there's a commercial
hilarious.
There's a sketch within the show. So, you know what I mean?
Inception. So I'm joking.
Yeah, no, but that'll probably be Inception, where you're like, yo, you don't know where this world ends. Like you don't know. Like it's just not goofy shit or weird shit happens to a character. It's just the world they live in. And I think it sits on its own. I think the way Donald put that shit together, like, yeah, you can compare it to other things, but I think if people copy that, it'll fall flat. And I think Vince Staples' show is good on its own by itself. Like,
absolutely,
you know what I mean? But
Love
Atlanta, I don't know, man. I thought that show was great.
Speaking of shows, I watched Roar.
Oh, the Apple's version of what I say, Black Mirror.
Which I have never seen Black Mirror, so I'm gonna start that.
Yeah, Black Mirror. It got too little. It got a little too
weird.
Not weird, because
everyone tells me it's weird.
But you know when somebody gets told they the shit, and then eventually they start to believe it. And it went over there. It was just like, no, you can believe you the shit, but now they're acting on it. They're like, yo, everything became pretentious in a way. Like everything became preachy versus it being like this grittier version of Twilight Zone. Because that's how I always looked at
I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna watch
Black Mirror. It was like Twilight Zone, but it was like, yo, fuck that. What if this is Twilight Zone with technology and the shit that we overlook? And then it became this thing of like, all right, well, this is what happens if you don't get your shit together. It's like, all right, nigga, whatever. Listen, it got too pretentious and preachy.
Roar was funny.
Yeah,
like I got the message that they were giving out, but it was this episode. It's called "The Girl Who Was Fed by a Duck," and that shit was so hilarious when the duck started fucking her.
What?
It was hilarious. Like, yes,
like
nigga.
A duck. Fucking the lady, like
right, and the duck she can understand the duck, so the duck was talking to her, so she got into a relationship with the duck, but the duck was like a complete asshole. It was like a fucking alpha male.
Was it like the Affleck duck?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And he was like, you've been working really hard, whatever. I think it's time for me to treat you well. He said, lay on the floor. He said, take your pants off and lay on the floor. She's like, what are you gonna do? And the duck was like, yeah, right. And then all you see is her face go, and then like they have a scene of the duck between her legs, like flapping and shit. Like, I was like, what? All you see is like feathers like flying all over the place. I was like, yo, what? Is this bitch fucking a duck? And the duck.
Yo, I gotta watch it now.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's anybody who hasn't seen it yet. It's all different stories, but
okay.
The one with Issa Rae was great though because it made sense. It was like I kind of want you to watch it, but the show's good. It's just that if some of the episodes end a little weird, that was kind of like the turn off to me a little bit. But the duck one was fucking hilarious. This duck was disrespectful as shit. She'll leave the house and this nigga was shit all over the place. Like it was fucked up. And it was funny. It was after she cleaned up all the shit in the house. He decides to fuck her. Because he said, I bet that duck has a big dick. And the duck was like, and I do have a big dick. Like the duck really said that. I was like, who the fuck wrote this? Who wrote this? And how much did they pay you to lay down and get fucked by a duck? I don't know about you, Monroe, but if I was bombing a duck on camera, I couldn't come back home. Like you would be like, nigga.
What?
Nigga,
how much
they pay you, nigga? I don't know.
Per episode. Well, is anybody recurring in the episode?
No.
Any recurring characters? Also, it's one off, so it's probably scale. They probably got paid scale to fuck a duck. But it's a CGI duck, no? Or is it an animatronic duck?
No, it definitely had to be CGI. But either way, this duck was beating the shit out of this girl.
So you wouldn't pipe down the duck?
No, I wouldn't pipe down a duck. I don't give a fuck how much money it was.
For the art?
What's art about a human fucking
acting,
a duck?
If you love acting and you want to be an actor, a part of acting is you got to bring this character alive.
I can see if it was like in Ted or some shit and like a thick ass girl teddy bear.
What's the difference?
What's the difference is somebody in this world probably fucked a teddy bear as a little fucking kid getting their rocks off. Somebody
did this shit.
It's hilarious.
And somebody probably fucked the duck.
It's giving somebody fucked the duck. It's giving the writer probably fucked the duck. Yeah, I mean, that's why they knew a duck had a big dick. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
But I think that's a perfect place to wrap up, yo.
All right, say no more. This was good. This was fun. Don't fuck ducks.
Do not fuck ducks. But make sure that you leave a comment. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Go over to our links. We got merch ready for purchase. The public property merch. I ain't wearing any right now, but that shit is fly. You've seen me on past episodes rocking the hat or rocking the hoodie or the T-shirt and stuff. So we got a bunch of stuff for you. Darryl, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Darryl F5 Davis, and you can find me on all other social media platforms as F5 is hip hop. I'm also all my music is on every major streaming platform. Check out 1751 by F5. Stream me up. Let me know what you think.
Yo, we'll see you next week. Peace.